Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel Electronic Control Unit. In today's presentation, let's see Basic Software Mode Manager module part 2. Below the topics which I am planning to cover, let's see each and every topic in detail. Overview about BSW. BSW sits in the system service layer of AutoSAR. The main functionality of this is gets the mode indication or mode change request from other modules such as application and other BSW modules, and depending on the mode request or indication, corresponding action will be executed based on some rules. So we can classify two main tasks inside BSWM. One is mode arbitration and mode control. Mode is nothing but a global variable, and this mode will be linked to the mode request port. The mode request port will be linked to the mode request change or a mode indication from other modules, or it can also be linked to a normal C function. The resultant of that C function can also be linked to the mode request port. This mode condition, the modes will be formed on condition, given a condition, something like x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Inside logical expression, the conditions are grouped and a logical expression is applied to it. Means our logical AND or OR operation is applied to it. In the arbitration rule, based on the result, whether it has to do true action list or false action list will be decided inside the arbitration rule. So these four will form the mode arbitration, and parameters present in action list and action items will help in mode control. Next let's see immediate and deferred operation. There are two ways to trigger the arbitration rule. This is done with the help of a tag called BSWM request processing. If the BSWM request processing is immediate, configured as immediate, BSWM immediate, then execution is based on the context of the caller. That is, if the mode request or mode indication happens in an interrupt, it will be executed in the interrupt context itself. And this is the developer's responsibility. If it is done in the interrupt context, then the runtime should be calculated for this particular task. And if the BSWM request processing is deferred, then execution is based on the BSWM task scheduling. That is, if the BSWM task is configured as every 10 milliseconds, the mode, whichever has mode request port, whichever is configured as deferred, will be executed every 10 milliseconds. Now let's see what is the arbitration behavior after initialization. This is done based on the tag BSWM mode init value. So until the mode value is updated by the software component, linked to software component or other module, the value present inside mode BSWM mode init value will be used. So we can configure init value to each port. This value will be used for mode arbitration until the request port, that is example the global variable, is updated. Action execution, as we told, we have action list. We have two action lists, false action list and true action list. Whether to execute true action list or false action list will be decided by the arbitration rule. Each action list consists of set of actions, and that will be executed in an ordered manner. Minimum the number, that particular action will be executed first. And all the actions which are configurable, which can be configured in the BSW, which is configured in the BSW, are all predefined actions. Examples: activating and deactivating IPD groups, call to user callout API, calls to predefined APIs like ECM go down, and something like NVM read write request call, means read write API call. So all the actions which is present in the BSWM actions is all already predefined. You cannot add any new actions to it. If you need to add some new actions, you can make that particular action as a user callout action. So what you can call one particular user callout, and inside that user callout, the developer can write their own sequence. So the actions in the action list can be of three types. One, first type, call to the BSWM module or to the RTE, or it can be linked to other action list, or it can be directly linked to the arbitration request ports, actually BSWM request ports. So if it is linked to the BSWM request ports, we can set the hierarchy of the rules to be obtained. So the first rule gets passed, then the next rule to be executed can be linked to the previously executed first action. So how our last action list execution happens, this is based on BSWM action list execution tag. There are two values to it, triggered or condition. If it is triggered, if a true action list is configured for the triggered execution, the BSWM shall execute it when the evaluation of the corresponding rule changes from false to true. If it is conditional, if a true action list is configured for conditional execution, the BSWM shall execute it every time the corresponding rule is evaluated to true. That is, if it is triggered whenever there is a change in the rule from false to true action list or true to false action list, only then the corresponding actions will be executed. If it is condition, whenever the true action list gets passed or whenever the false action list gets passed, the corresponding actions will be executed. This actually plays an important role when you are configuring BSWM actually. Okay, now let's see how a BSWM action is executed when it is initialized. As I told you, this trigger condition plays an important role here also, and the main part main tag which is used here is BSWM rule init state. There are three values to it: BSWM undefined, true and false. So this rule init state will have an important role if the action list is triggered. For condition, since whenever the true passes, true will be executed. Whenever the false passes, false will be executed. False action list will be executed. So there is no meaning for this rule init state tag. But if the action list execution is triggered, then if the BSWM true is configured as a true rule init state, and if the very first time the rule evaluated to true passes, no action will be executed. Similarly, if BSWM false is the value in the rule init state, and the rule very first time rule is evaluated to false, no action will be executed. But if it is evaluated to true action list will be executed. Next, see BSWM ports. There are two important ports: mode request port, mode switch port. These are nothing but a normal sender receiver ports only. To change any mode value, mode request port is used. To inform the user that mode change is done successfully, mode switch port is used. See, as you can see, you have two ports here. This is application software component and this is the BSWM software component. We have request port and switch port. This request port will request for a mode change to the BSWM. BSWM will do the mode change for that particular mode, and the resultant will be put in the mode switch port, and this is again passed to the application port. So the resultant can also be passed to other application ports if it is configured. Something like this. So to say you have two software component, one is a requesting software component, one other is the using software component. consider this software component request for a mode change. So it comes via RTE. Then arbitration rule is executed. Based on the rule, action list will be executed. And third step is execute BSWM actions. And second step is launching the action list. And the third step is executing the action. And RTE switches if one action is to inform the other modes about the changed mode value, which means if the mode switch port is configured for that particular mode. So very first time request is passed, then action list will be launched based on the rule evaluation, then actions will be executed, and this is passed to the mode using the software component. Mode means software component which uses the mode, and also to the requesting software component, provided the port is configured in these two software component. Corresponding switch ports are configured. Now let's see the sequence diagram for the deferred thing. If it is configured as deferred, then as we saw, arbitration rule happens based on the BSW main function raster. So this is something like the software component gives a mode change request via RTE write API to RTE. In every main function, BSWM reads the mode request. Then arbitration is done, corresponding action is done, then the changed mode is informed to RTE via the switch port, RTE switch, and software component will in turn read the feedback from RTE. If it is configured as immediate, same thing here, except instead of main function, there is one runnable present here. So software component will inform RTE about the mode change request via RTE write. Then RTE will trigger the mode arbitration runnable. In BSWM, arbitration happens, corresponding actions gets executed, and the changed mode value is passed to the RTE via the switch port, which the API for the switch port will be RTE_switch. So this is all about BSWM. Hope you understood mode arbitration and mode control. If you have any doubts, please do write in the comment section. Let's see in the next video. Thank you for your time.